All right, let's talk about your 2026 roadmap for B2B digital commerce. It feels far away, but planning starts right now. The big question is, how do you build a plan that doesn't fall apart in a year? We're going to dive into a strategy that's all about what actually works, so your plan stays relevant for the long haul. So, first things first, we have to cut through all the noise. I mean, the B2B tech space is it's a fog of jargon, right? It's so hard to figure out what's a real game changer versus what's just, this month's hot new buzzword. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Composable, MACH, Headless, these words are everywhere, plastered all over conferences, webinars, you name it. But here's the thing, and it's a really critical question. While everybody's busy arguing about the definitions of these terms, are we even asking the right questions to begin with? This right here, this quote just nails it. It perfectly captures that disconnect. Think about it. Your CEO, your business leaders, they're not walking into a meeting asking for a composable architecture. That's not their language. They speak the language of results, of outcomes. And this is what they're actually asking for when you translate all that tech speak. The business wants things to just work. They want stability. They want to lower the risk. They want to know when things will get done, predictable delivery, and they want to see results faster. That's time to value. This is the real list of requirements. Okay, so if those are the real business goals, then our whole way of thinking about the tech has to shift. And it really comes down to this one kind of subtle but super powerful idea. We need to focus on decomposability over composability. Honestly, this is probably the single most important concept for your 2026 plan. Let's really break this down because this is the key. Composability. That's the one we hear all the time. It's about having options for the future. It's like having a giant box of Lego bricks. You can build anything you can imagine someday. And that's cool. But decomposability, that's about protecting you right now, today. It's like being able to swap out the engine in your car without having to rebuild the entire thing from scratch. See the difference? It's surgical. It's precise. It's not a total teardown. And here's why that matters so much. The big takeaway for 2026 is this. If your platform can't be decomposed, you're trapped. You're literally stuck inside a monolith, where one tiny change means you have to kick off this massive, super risky, and crazy expensive project. Decomposability is your escape hatch. It's how you get out of that trap. All right, so we've got our core technical idea down, decomposability. But let's be real. You can have the most beautiful architecture in the world, and it will absolutely fall flat if the people and the processes aren't sorted. Tech is just one piece of this puzzle. So, what does work in the real world, on real B2B projects? Well, it's about transparency. Not these mysterious black boxes where no one knows what's going on. It's about having really clear, defined boundaries between your systems so they're not all tangled up. And you're not doing some huge Big Bang launch. No way. You replace one thing at a time. You start small, and you iterate, you learn, and you iterate again. And this is so perfect. We've all worked with a Randy, right? That one person who's the only one who knows how some critical system works. This is what we call tribal knowledge, and it is so dangerous. It's a massive single point of failure, it's inefficient, and it basically kills your ability to move fast. So here's a fundamental truth for your 2026 planning. Your success is going to be determined way more by things like ownership, your processes, and your data, than by the specific technology you pick. It's about who owns what, how you work, and the quality of your information. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the what and the why. Now let's get super practical. Let's get to the how. Here is your 7-point checklist to actually get started on that 2026 roadmap. Step 1, and this is a big one. Please do not start with a giant multi-year replatforming project. Instead, start with your data contracts. That's just the rules for how your different systems talk to each other. Cleaning those up is way less painful, and it's absolutely the fastest path to seeing a real return on your investment. Step 2, don't fall into the trap of designing the perfect system on a whiteboard for 2 years. That's analysis paralysis, and it gets you nowhere. Just start. Find one piece of your current setup that's a real pain point and replace that. Get a quick win, build some momentum. Number 3, focus on the 80-20 rule. It is so easy to get lost in the weeds trying to solve for every single bizarre edge case. Don't do it. Focus your time and energy on the 20% of flows that drive 80% of your business value. Optimize what actually moves the needle. Step 4, Yep, we are saying it again because it's just that critical. Make your architecture decomposable. This has to be a non-negotiable rule for anything new you build or anything you replace. It is the single best way to future-proof what you're doing. Number 5, align business and IT. From the very beginning, this cannot be just an IT project. Every single time there's a mismatch or a misunderstanding early on, it just snowballs. And it turns into these incredibly expensive, frustrating repairs later on. Get on the same page from day one. All right, step 6. Let's solve the Randy problem once and for all. The solution is simple. Document everything. Your architecture, your data contracts, your processes. Write it all down and make it easy for people to find. Good documentation is the absolute cure for that tribal knowledge problem. And our final tip, number 7, this one is a big mindset shift. You have to start treating your e-commerce platform as a product, not a project. Projects have an end date. Products are living things. They need constant care, ownership, and improvement over time. This product mindset, that's the real key to long-term success. So, there you have it, a clear, actionable roadmap for 2026. It's all built around real business outcomes, a flexible architecture, and solid, repeatable processes. You know, the technical part is actually pretty straightforward. The real question, the one you have to ask yourself, is about your culture. Is your team, your organization, are you ready for the shift?